Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to take a look at the Makita XAU02 pole saw and replacing a part on that pole saw which has broken me 2 times. Now one of the issues that I have is I have very hard hardwoods. I have like string bark hickory and stuff like that, so sometimes it can be a little bit tough, and as a result this pin right here for the tension slide has broke. So today we're just going to show you how to do a quick and easy replacement. I just keep a couple of these around now because it's inevitable probably I'll break one. And I think kind of the idea behind it is that I'd rather do damage to the saw. The whole thing is that if it gets bound up or whatever, this basically breaks to release the tension, and you can go ahead and pull the saw out a little bit easier rather than breaking or damaging something that's bigger and more expensive. So this is the part that we're using right here. So hopefully the camera catches that, but it's the Makita tension slide. I'll put a link down below as to where you can get the part, but pretty easy. So what we need to do initially is just take the top cover off. So that should be pretty self-explanatory. Then the other thing too is take the time too. I took a toothbrush and a bigger brush and just basically cleaned everything off good. And so now it's going to be a matter of replacing the part. So I have my little Weehaw tool here with a bunch of Torx bits in the bottom. So it's a nice little handy tool. I'll put a link to this also down below. But essentially what I did was picked out the one that would fit and went ahead and loosened this screw up. So we're going to go ahead and need to remove this screw all the way. And then the plate is starting to come loose. Okay. Now we're just going to lift this plate right up, okay? And you can already see that slide right here, okay? So all we need to do is just pop this up very gingerly, okay? Then what we're going to have is there's basically a screw right here, so we're going to go ahead and need to remove this part. Okay, and then take this off and undo this, and so we'll just need to undo that. So I'll go ahead and get it all the way off camera. Okay, so we got everything back together with the new part. So we started our screw in there, and then also too we went ahead and this just slides on to the end and just sits on that square edge just like that. And then all we have to do is just drop it back in. Also too, you can kind of see how the pieces work in terms of the crank. And we're just going to drop this right in, okay? All right, so once we have this back in, then all we got to do is just take our side plate, fit it over the top of everything, get our screw back on here. Whoop. And just go ahead and we'll get this screw tightened back in there. And then what we're going to go ahead and do is just check it real quick, make sure everything is working good. So we'll go ahead and get that cranked down. Okay, so we just got to check this and make sure it moves good, and it does. And everything looks like it works as it should. We'll take it all the way back to the end there. Make sure that works good. All right, so we checked that we had freedom of movement both ways. So it looks like we're good to go and we're back in business. So thanks y'all for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Any questions or comments, leave them down below. Be happy to answer them.